What's up, guys? It's Nick here. In this video, you're going to be learning about the difference between a margin trading account and a cash trading account and the pros and cons to both. Additionally, you will be learning how to essentially bypass the PDT rule by using a cash account if you have less than $25,000 in your trading account. But before we jump in, allow me to invite you to click that subscribe button if you love the stock market and trading stocks and options and learning about that. Currently, a very small percentage of the viewers on my channel are actually subscribed. So by clicking that subscribe button, you can help me out by raising that percentage. All right, with that being said, let's jump in. The first thing that we're going to discuss is the difference between a margin trading account and a cash trading account. A margin account is the default account that you are given whenever you sign up with a brokerage like TD Ameritrade or Robinhood or Webull. Margin accounts are designed to allow you to borrow money or margin in order to trade with and grow your account. Word of caution, if you're not an experienced trader, and I mean with years of experience, this can be a huge pitfall. Do not get caught up borrowing money when you do not know how to trade. One of the downsides of having a margin account is that you are capped by the PDT rule, or the pattern day traders rule, that says that if you have less than $25,000 in your trading account, you can only make 3 trades per 5 trading day period. Cash accounts, on the other hand, can be obtained by certain brokerages like TD Ameritrade and Webull. There are other brokerages that allow cash accounts, but these are 2 of the bigger names in today's culture and atmosphere of trading. A side note here, if you do not already have a trading platform that you are on, there's a link in the description. It's actually the first link in the description where you can sign up for Webull, and when you sign up, you get a free stock valued between $2.50 and $250, and then when you deposit $100 into your trading account, you get another stock valued anywhere from $8 to $1,600. That will be the first link in the description of this video. Cash accounts are different from margin accounts because cash accounts only allow you to trade with the money that you have on hand in your account. Generally, as a beginner, you're going to be using the cash on hand anyways, so it makes sense to just open up a cash account through TD Ameritrade or through Webull in order to take advantage of bypassing the PDT rule. For the TD Ameritrade cash account, you do get to bypass the PDT rule and you get to make more than 3 trades per 5 trading day period. However, that money has to settle after the trade is finished. So, example here, if you have $10,000, you can make one $10,000 trade on day number 1, and that's all you would get to make until day number 2 when the money resets and clears, and then you get to make another trade. Or you can make 10 individual trades, each with $1,000, but it's just worthy to note that once you close the trade, that money that you use for that trade has to wait to be used again until the next day when the money clears. Side note to the example, if you are trading options, it is a 1-day clearing period. If you're trading stocks, it is a 2-day clearing period. All right, next I'm going to explain the PDT rule so that you kind of have a grasp of what it is that you're trying to sidestep or get around. It's totally legal, 100%. I have talked to TD Ameritrade account specialists on the phone, and they assured me that it is legal. Then once I got my margin account switched over to a cash account, I messaged them through the internal messenger on the Thinkorswim platform, and I said, hey, look, are you sure this is okay? I'm not going to get in trouble. The SEC is not going to come after me. And they said, you are 100% in the clear. This is legal. So let's talk about the PDT rule and why we want to sidestep it. The PDT rule only applies to margin accounts, like I said. It caps you at 3 day trades per 5 trading day period if you have less than $25,000 in your trading account. Now, here's why we want to sidestep it. If you make a day trade on Monday, a day trade on Tuesday, and a day trade on Wednesday, and then you forget or it slips your mind, or you see an incredible opportunity and you make a day trade on Thursday, which is the 4th day in that 5 trading day period, you will be suspended from trading for 6 months or greater. And some brokerages just kick you out altogether. It is not something to be messing around with or screwing up on. It is incredibly important that you either listen to and adhere by the PDT rule, or you get a cash account and sidestep it entirely. Now, what is the definition of a day trade. You make a purchase and a sale of a security. That security can be a stock or an option, but think of it as a round trip flight. You have to fly there, which is you're buying it, and you have to fly back, which is you selling it. Let's say you opened a position on Tesla on Monday and you sold it on Tuesday morning. That's not a day trade. Then let's say that you bought Tesla again. You've sold Tesla to close your previous position, and then you bought it again to open a position. That's not a day trade. The day trade would be if you bought it on Tuesday and sold it before the 4 o'clock bell rang. That is, in fact, a day trade. It is the purchase and the sale of a security on the same day between market open and market close. Now let's talk about the pros and cons to having a cash account. I have a little list here I'm going to read from. Pro, you have unlimited trades that you can make in order to learn the trading process. I find this very valuable because let's say that you have, like myself, $900 in your cash account. And for me right now, currently, it's more important to be learning the process and learning how to control my emotions and learning how to spot the value in the market rather than trying to get rich right now. Right now is the learning process. And so the more trades you get under your belt and the more consistent you can become through those trades, the more valuable the learning process and the faster it goes, honestly. If you can only do 3 trades per week, that's good. But if you can do 10 trades per week, well, you've just sped up the learning process. Hopefully, if you're doing everything right, much better. Myself, I use a little bit of money per trade. I'm squeaking out anywhere from 1 to 4 trades per day in order to learn the process. A con. Once the position is closed, you lose the ability to use that money for 1 to 2 days. Like I said, with trading options on TD Ameritrade, that money is essentially locked up until it clears the next morning. I follow it every single day. I wake up and I look and hey, the money's available to use again. I can use it. All $900 are there in order to trade with. I can trade with them on multiple options, buy, sell, make profit, and then the money's tied up until the next day, the next morning when it clears. Side note, like I mentioned earlier, if you're trading stocks, it's going to be 2 days of time for that money to clear. That being said, let's say that you only want to trade stocks because you want to mitigate risk. That's totally cool. You use 50% on one day, and then you use the other 50% of your money the next day while the previous day's money clears for the third day. So it's all doable. You can definitely get in a lot of trades to learn the process and the strategy of being patient, finding profitable trades, executing trades properly, and making that money. A pro to the cash account. No risk of getting hooked in by the PDT rule. Enough said. Con. You actually have to put in effort and call customer service to request the cash account switch. I had to do this. There was a little bit of a wait after we got the request put in. I think it took 4 or 5 trading days for it to actually switch over. I called on a Thursday and it was available the next Wednesday. So there was some time that we had to allow it to do its thing or make the switch. Once it was made, and I messaged them through the internal instant messenger within TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform, it was seamless. They said, yeah, you're good to go. I've made 3 to 4 trades per day since then, and it's worked out wonderfully. And then the pro here, the last pro that I have is that by having a cash account and making taking smaller positions, you allow yourself more practice with trading, which can possibly lead to faster learning, thus getting you ahead of the 8 ball a little bit quicker. Just going back to say, the more trades you get under your belt and the more consistent you are and the more emotionally stable you are, because this is an emotional game. You have to manage your emotions like you have to manage your risk. Once you do that, you get more trades under your belt. The more proficient you become as a trader, the more responsibility and risk you can take on in the future. So closing this video out, only you can decide what is the right account for you. If you're close to having 25K in your trading account right now, it might not even be worth it to switch over to a cash account. But if you're less than 10K, this really might be something worth looking into for the long haul as you build your trading account up. Definitely watch more videos on the subject. There's a ton of videos on YouTube having to do with cash accounts and margin accounts, the differences between them and how they can work for you. Remember to weigh all of your options before you make a decision. That was a pun there. Weigh all your options, because we're talking about trading options. Anyways, remember that the first link in the description of this video, you sign up with Webull, deposit $100, and you get 2 free stock, valued anywhere from $2.50 to $250 for the first one, and then $8 to $1,600 for the second stock. And then finally, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps the channel out greatly. And then if you like the stock market and learning about the stock market and options and trading and stocks and money and that stuff, consider subscribing, as those are the types of videos that you will find here on the channel coming out in the coming days. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.